iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome in here, race fans, tonight to the Bristol Motor Speedway. It is the return of the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Modified Series, presented by Red Light Racing. Here tonight for the Holy Shirts and Pants 100. It is the season opener, and it comes with a brand new kick in the holy pants and shirt. Ha, get it? Great pun there by our producers writing the script behind the scenes. But race fans, we welcome you all back to some of the best short track racing action that you will find anywhere on the iRacing.com platform. For the last 5 seasons, we have gone modified racing. That is correct. But they were the SK modifieds. A little bit narrower tire, a little bit less horsepower. Now we get the beasts out and we put them on the concrete here tonight at the Bristol Motor Speedway for the first time ever. Defending champion of Dalton Williamson and Max Terriel. They are both here tonight in competition, ready to go to try and see if they can pick up the first ever regular modified series championship. But we also have a couple new drivers in the field here tonight. We will touch on them a little bit later on in the program. As we are under the half-a-minute marker here, we have to thank the Checkered Flag Auto Supply for coming back on board here with the Red Light Racing Modified Series. Of course, you can find our friends at the Checkered Flag Auto Supply in Ayer, Massachusetts, the family-owned and operated business with knowledge and all the parts that you need to fix your vehicle and keep you on the racetrack and getting your race car to the track on a weekly basis. Find them at 103 Park Street up in Ayer, Massachusetts. Make sure to give them a like and stop on in. The Higgins family, of course, running that, and they are absolutely amazing people. Keep it in the local and small businesses. But it is just about time to light the fire here. Let's go down track side for our starting lineup for the Holy Shirts and Pants 100. Starting lineup here tonight brought to us by Holy Shirts and Pants. Starting on the front row, he drives car number 42 out of Canada. This is the 42 of Max Terriel. He has picked up a championship before. Will he be able to pick up another one here this season? Starting at P number 2 here tonight, brand new to the series, the Sharon Racing number 78 Racing School entry. Alfred Sheridan Jr. Starting back in P number 3 here, the inside of row number 2, the Rev Esports driver out of Ayer, Massachusetts, driving car number 11 here tonight. This is Sean Single. Starting back in P number 4, driving out of Florida, driving car number 2, the Rev Esports BK Paints entry of Michael Trevarthen. Another newcomer out of Carolina, driving car number 22, this is Devin Noel. Back there, it's the defending series champion out of Tampa, Florida, driving car number 1, the Rev Esports entry of Dalton Williamson. Driver out of South Carolina, the Carolina Elite Realtor, number 86 of James Skelton. Starting back in P number 4 with a brand new paint scheme and a brand new ambition here this season. This is the Six Rings Racing Rev Esports number 4 of Eric Stout. Starting P number 9 out of South Carolina, the Rev Esports number 23 of Blade Timmons will roll from the 9th position, and Virginia's own, the number 99 of Mark Jenkins will roll from 10th. The Higgins Hill Racing Checkered Flag Auto Supply number 40 of Rob Higgins will roll from the 11th starting position, while 12th will go to the youngster out of South Carolina, the 271 of Aiden Alvecchione. He will go from P number 12. 13th position, driving car number 6 out of New Jersey, rookie. This is Nick Piccolo. Starting back into the 14th position, out of Massachusetts, driving the Culpeppers Bakery and Cafe number 14, this is Brian Bianchi. The driver out of Spring, Texas, driving car number 7, the Raven Graphics entry of Doyle Lowrance. Starting back there from the Northwest, driving car number 53 here tonight, Dave Bush will bring the Smoke Inc., number 53 from 16th. Dave Bragg in the Bragg Motorsports number 31 will go 17th here tonight. 18th will go to the Racing School number 33 of Mike Taschereau. The Racing School number 8, driven by Dan Butler, will start back into the 19th position, while Brandon Feeney, the Beefy Motorsports number 38, will go from 20th. 21st will go to rookie contender Philly Edwards. Rob Keller out of Pennsylvania, driving car number 57, will go 22nd. 23rd will go to the Granny Hips Walkers and Canes, number 13 of Joshua Buckley. Travis Minto out of Norman, Oklahoma, will go 24th. 25th will go to Tim Williams. Bob Higgins in the Checkered Flag Auto Supply number 41 will go from our 26th position. And how about the California's own Rob Haynes will start into the 27th position. Here we go. Green flag coming out this time by 100 laps in the season opener. Brought to us here tonight by Holy Shirts and Pants in the Holy Shirts and Pants 100. Listen to them come up through the gears for the first time. These drivers all finally getting to have a 2-speed gearbox, and lap number 1 in the record book will show that Max Terriel will lead the first lap ever in modified competition here. But Jaron is right there in car number 78. He is not letting the Storm from the North get away. And Terriel a little bit sideways, a little bit loose that time off turn number 4. But he's able to hang on to it. Eric Stout right now stuck to the outside. That is car number 86. That is James Skelton working down to the bottom side of the speedway. That is Blade Timmons in a brand new hot rod here this season, trying to work his way to the inside of Eric Stout. Stout still working the outside. He's actually was able to hold on for a very long time there. 4 laps already completed in the blink of an eye, just like that. Stout losing 1 spot. Right now, though, one of the biggest movers so far here tonight in this race. He is back here driving car number 33 back this season. Mike Taschereau out of the Racing School. Shays Auto Body. Who was that down to the bottom side? I believe that was the Dave Bush entry. Dave Bush out of Oregon. Getting a little sideways. Hangs on to it. He only lost 1 spot, technically. Nick Piccolo went around him. As you see Dave Bush now. That's who he actually just lost that position to. The driver out of New Jersey, Piccolo. Dave Bragg, maybe a familiar name that you hear on Monday nights, but he has not raced here on the Thursday night side of competition. Dave Bragg right now back there into the 19th position, still repping that Jiffy Lube paint scheme. There's Dan Butler. He is back this season. As he come back, he is hungrier than ever. He's been spending time with his daughters. Of course, getting that beautiful Camaro painted up, and they like to take that all around the Massachusetts and surrounding areas, car shows, and just daddy-daughter fun. Absolutely beautiful. I may be a little biased, though, but right now Dan Butler's back here in the 20th position. He's got to get a move on if he wants to go to the front. Nobody has changed. Nothing has changed hands really up inside the top 10 other than right here. These 2 drivers still battling back here, but this is for the 20th position right now, 19th position. as Dan Butler would take the 19th spot there from Dave Bragg for the time being. Back up front, that's the battle for the race lead, though. Already put 10 laps in the books. They are knocking them down fast and heavy. Those are your two race leaders. Max Tarrant, of course, qualifying on the pole here tonight. And Sharon qualifying P number 2. Max Tarrant has moved up the track just a little bit. You do see marbles starting to form at the top of the corners. You don't want to go too high and get in the marbles. That will, well, it's exactly how it sounds. You drive up there with these racing slicks and you get into the marbles. It's like driving on marbles. Or for anybody that hasn't driven on marbles, I guess you can call it kind of like driving down a dirt road and you go to throw the truck or the car sideways and it just does not stick. It slides over the top of the gravel. That's exactly what those marbles would do to you here tonight at Bristol. This is the first time we've ever come to the Bristol Motor Speedway with the, well, the modified division, of course, or even the SK division. They never ran here. See a battle right now with the number 11 of Sean Single and his teammate Dalton Williamson. So the ones are wild right now, running third and fourth. Oh, a little contact back there. I believe two little Nerf bars exchanged by the two South Carolina drivers there of James Skelton and Blade Timmons. Skelton takes that spot from Timmons just like Dalton Williamson was able to take the spot from Sean Single. Timmons now will look back to the inside on James Skelton. Of course, Skelton has run some SK modified races before. Blade Timmons, the last couple of seasons, has been in contention here. See if both South Carolina drivers can run the full season this year. James Skelton, of course, picking up multiple series championships on Monday night with the Scrambler Series, but has not been able to do anything really here on a Thursday night when he does show up for competition. Battle for the race lead, though, is heating up just a little bit here on lap number 19. As Alfred, trying to work the inside, just cannot get the car to stick down there. Max Tarrant going higher and higher, trying to get the straightaway speed, but look at the 78 really close the gap to Sharon Racing, the racing school entry right there. This is the, well, the battle for the race lead. There's another battle, though, back there. James Skelton and I believe Timmons, they've settled it out, but now Timmons is under attack by the driver of car number 22, Doyle back here. Rookie had himself a really good recruitment series and got his invite to come to the big show here on Thursday nights, picking up a win and another solid top 5 finish. Came in with a laundry list of drivers and contenders to watch for this season. He was on them, so we'll keep a close eye on him throughout the season. Rob Higgins, got to keep a close eye on him because, well, he's racing right now with the 14 Massachusetts right there. That's Brian Bianchi in the Culpeppers Bakery and Cafe entry. There you see Bianchi going around the outside of Rob Higgins. Higgins had himself some fun in another modified league, picking up a championship, and then last night just picked up a win at the Thompson Speedway. Oh, contact between Bianchi and Alvecchione. Alvecchione was sideways down the straightaway. He gathered it back up. It does check everybody up behind him, but Brian Bianchi was into the back of the 271 entry. Had him squirrely. All drivers able to hang on and continue to turn some laps side by side back here. This is the 6 of Piccolo and Dave Bush. They are running side by side right now. Behind them, that's Brandon Feeney in the 38 and the 8 of Dan Butler. They're side-by-side for the 18th and 19th position. So your best battles right now are outside the top 10 as everybody else, pretty much except for James Skelton now, who's actually going to get around Dalton Williamson. Getting reports that Williamson actually scraped the wall. That's what has now put him from running third all the way back to the 6th position. So see if he can get that car back down to the bottom. You know these open-wheel modifieds, they are very sensitive. As a little bit of a bump there from the Nerf bars from his teammate, the number 23, Blade Timmons, saying, oh boy, if you're going to get in front of me, let's go. So right now, Williamson trying to nurse it, trying to figure out if there's any damage on that right front suspension. From our advantage point, it does look like the camera is a little bit increased on that right side. Sparks flying, these cars, of course. Oh, contact there. Travart then, and now the 86 of James Skelton will go around nowhere for Eric Stout to go. Rob Higgins, Mike Tashiro also involved. Oh, Tim Williams. Tim Williams with a late entry into the wreck. Rob Higgins trying to get his number for you. The checkered flag auto supply refired here. So the first caution flag of the night will come out. James Skelton involved, running inside the top 5. Michael Trevarthen involved. Take a look. Watch these drivers right here. See Skelton come up the speedway into the number 2 and see Williamson go down there. He knew that there was going to be a reaction to this wreck, and nowhere for Higgins, nowhere for Taschereau to go either. Right on board, the checkered flag auto supply onboard camera with Devin Dewell. You heard Dewell, he tried to check it up, and unfortunately wasn't quite able to, as you see the carnage still happening. What did Eric Stout see? Trying to gas it up to keep it to the outside. Unfortunately, the wall was there. So that's what puts us under the first caution flag here tonight at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Max Harold has led every lap here tonight. Alfred Sharon back there running in P number 2. Sean Single is 3rd. He will stay out here. A couple drivers are down pit road, but Michael Trevarthen is being scored there in P number 4. Then it'll be Blade Timmons. Dalton Williamson will stay out also. Devin DeWall looks like he is actually going to come to pit road possibly. No, he's going to stay out, or at least he's down on the bottom side of the speedway. Oh, it looks like a motor problem for the number 22. Devin DeWall, looks like the field's going to have to get stacked back up here as we are getting ready to go green flag racing. Unfortunate there for Devin DeWall. He will not be able to continue. His night is over. Ariel brings us down. The green flag is back in the air. We're racing once again here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Terrill with a great start. Look at Sean Single. He got a good start on the bottom side. He got a push from the 23, and he'll get a little bit loose down on that bottom side. Max Terrill loving what he's seeing here. Sharon stuck on the outside. He'll go from 2 to 4 as he fights back down the back straightaway. He is surrounded right now by a bunch of those BK Paints entries. Look who's quietly sitting there, though, in the 7th position, the number 99, Mark Jenkins. Had a lot of good runs last season, just didn't get the ending. Oh boy, caution lights back onto the speedway. It looks like Dave Bragg has brought the caution flag out here. So back-to-back caution flags here on lap number 38. What happened to Busch? Let's find out. Well, looks like he just got up into the outside wall. Went to catch it, and Dave Bragg came right by. Right on board with our checkered flag auto supply onboard camera with Dave Busch. See, he just got a little high off the corner and got a little help then. That was just wrong place, wrong time. Bragg just nowhere to go. Tim Williams also going to get a little piece of that. So that brings out our second caution flag of the evening here. There you see your race leaders. Looking at it currently, there's a couple drivers that did not, or one driver that did not take to the grid here tonight. The driver out of California, the JL Audio number 25 of Rob Haynes. He did not take to the grid here tonight, so he will be scored back into the 27th position. James Skelton looks like he is out of tonight's race. He will be credited with a 26th place finish here tonight in the season opener. Eric Stout is sitting down on pit road, it looks like, currently in car number 4. Rob Higgins also down on pit road, along with Devin Dewell. He is sitting on pit road right now. Another driver that it looks like he is actually out of tonight's race. It looks like Dave Busch may have called it an evening with car number 53. Looks like when we do go back green flag racing next time by, we should be about 8 laps away from the halfway point here tonight. See, as the modifieds as they come by, one driver coming to pit road. That's the 38 of Brandon Feeney. He will come down pit road. He will get service done to his number 38 Liquid Molly K1 graphics entry. Don't know if there's a lot of damage done to that car. There you see the Liquid Molly entry. Looks like he is going to put tires on and get back out there. So maybe just a little bit of a tire strategy here, knowing that we are almost approaching the halfway marker here tonight. Lights are still on the iRacing.com pace car, so we'll go around at least another time here tonight. And race fans, while we're under caution, we got to thank you all for your continued support here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. We appreciate each and every one of our viewers that tune in weekly to catch all of our series, including twice a week to catch Red Light Racing. You can catch the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Scrambler series on Monday night here, and also right here tonight for the Holy Shirts and Pants 100. It is your Checkered Flag Auto Supply Modified series for Red Light Racing. Does look like the cars are assembling 2 by 2 as they come by our camera on the back straightaway. That means one thing. We're ready to go back racing. It'll be Max Terriot choosing the inside with Sean Single to the outside of him. As we come back into the restart zone. Green flag in the starter's hand. That means we will hit the gas right about now. Now sounds like a great time as Max Terriot accelerates. One driver not getting up to speed down there. I believe that was the 57 of Keller. Everybody going single file inside the top 10 here. Everybody trying to log the laps. Max Terriot is the race leader. You see him as he works off turn 4. Oh, he's into the outside wall. Sean Single is going around. Single around, and that's going to collect a bunch of them. Mike Taschereau involved. Dan Butler, Brian Bianchi. Look at everybody coming to a complete stop as it is just a traffic jam. Down in turn number 1, your race leader of Max Terriot was up into the outside wall. Cold tires, back-to-back caution flags here tonight at Bristol. You see the 33 of Mike Taschereau pulling away. The racing school entry will come to pit road, though. There's some damage now done to car number 33. He has to come to pit road. Car number 6 of Piccolo will also come to pit road. Philly Edwards in the number 73. He comes to pit road here. Everybody else currently staying out. Looks like actually the 99 of Mark Jenkins has elected to come to pit road. This is a big one here. This was the big one on the restart. Let's take a look back here, see if we can find exactly what happened. It's all going to start with the 42 of Max Terriot. See him up into the outside wall. Sean Single goes to correct. He gets a little piece of Sharon. And then around everybody's going to go behind. You see the 42 actually gets out there pretty unscathed. Right on board with the racing school entry with Mike Taschereau. Brian Bianchi's in there, and you see Sean Single flipping around. Aiden Alvecchione spun down to the inside in car number 271. Watch that Cold Peppers Bakery and Cafe number 14. Just absolutely nowhere to go. Big hit for Taschereau, big hit for Butler. There you see the 6 car coming to a complete stop of Piccolo. He was kind of just sandwiched in there. Bragg also coming to a complete stop. You want to talk about carnage, and that kind of now changes the whole outlook of how the running order is. Let's see if we can get the producer to put that up there on the screen for all the race fans out there. Take a look at it. Where's your favorite driver running now after the big one here at Bristol, as we still are not quite to the halfway point home here tonight in the Holy Shirts and Pants 100? Timmons, the race leader with Max Terriot. Alfred Sharon back there in P number 3 with Trevarthen being scored in 4th now. Lowrance is up to 5th. Butler is up to the 6th position. Tim Williams is 7th. Joshua Buckley is 8th. Travis Minto is 9th. And Brandon Feeney out of Ontario, Canada is sitting in the 10th position. Your biggest mover, though, he may eat Canadian bacon and say that the real bacon is fake bacon. But Tim Williams out of Ontario is right now into the 7th spot. He's moved up 18 spots since the drop of the green flag. He does have a little bit of damage on car number 45 from involved in wreck number 1 here tonight. But that was just a passing by. Still got a little bit of damage on car number 45, but he will keep it out there. The more laps he can turn here tonight, that's going to be good, because right now 16 drivers have heavy damage on their machines. Actually, that's correction. That is 14 drivers with heavy damage. Still 16 drivers out here that are still trying to battle this one through to the end. And some of those cars still have damage too. The field being told, double them up, as when we go green flag, it will be the official halfway point here in race number 1 of the season. Same as they roll down the back straightaway. Everybody tightening up. Everybody anticipating this restart. Timmons on the inside. Terriel for the first time to the outside. Green flag coming right now. Here we go. One driver back down to the bottom. That was Rob Keller. His car is very damaged. Can't get through the gears here tonight. Blade Timmons having no problems coming back through the gears. He'll take the race lead and lead that first lap back to green. Sharon right now will funnel into the 2nd position, while Max Terrett will fall back into P number 3. Michael Trevarthen is 4th after lap 1, and Doyle Lowrance is currently sitting there in P number 5. That's how they run as they complete their 2nd lap back to green. One driver being shuffled way back there was the number 13 of Joshua Buckley. He got stuck to the outside and was dropping like a rock. It also looks like Bob Higgins, who's picked up 12 spots here tonight, trying to keep his nose clean here. Still a lot of racing left to go here tonight at Bristol. He's sitting in the 14th spot. Your race leader, though, of Timmons, not able to run away and hide. There is Sharon Jr. in car number 78. One driver way high back there. I think that was the 38 of Brandon Feeney. Remember, Brandon Feeney came down pit road 2 cautions ago, and now Josh Buckley's sideways up off the corner. Driver of that number 13, the Granny Hips Walkers and Canes Checkered Flag Auto Supply, number 13. The 99 of Mark Jenkins, he did come to pit road to get service done to the 99. That's what put him so far back now behind the 8 ball. Trying to work his way back through. He had a fast car early on. Does he continue to have that same fast car? Calling a 3-car breakaway right now with Blade Timmons, Alfred Sharon, and Max Terriot right now. They are all still together within, call it from the front of Timmons' car to the back of Terriot. Call it about 0.4 of a second. About 5 car lengths. Then you got Michael Trevarthen leading the 2nd group of cars back here. It's Trevarthen, it's Lowrance, and here is Williams. Williams taking a peek to the inside of the driver out of Spring, Texas. Dan Butler in his racing school entry, he was involved in that last wreck. He holds the bottom side of the speedway. To the outside of him, that's car number 1. Dalton Williamson, the champ, trying to work his way back through, is the youngest champion ever with red light racing. Butler continuing to hold the bottom side of the speedway, but I believe the racing school number 8 may have some damage. As you see, the 38 of Brandon Feeney also go to the outside, just like Dalton Williamson did. Now here comes Mark Jenkins. He will take that 99 to the outside, and everybody trying to get around Dan Butler. Here comes the 31 now. That is Dave Bragg. That is a battle for position. Joshua Buckley would be the next car that could possibly get to the number 8, as there you see the 31 of Bragg. He will go cruising right all by. Joshua Buckley is the next one to get there, the Granny Hips Walkers and Kane entry. Back towards the front here, look at the 7 of Lowrance. He just tried to cross over the number 2 of Trevarthen. That time coming off turn number 2. Wasn't quite able to get there. One driver down pit road right now. It's the driver out of Ayer, Massachusetts. It's the number 11 of Sean Single. He will make a pit stop here. Let's see if he can get back out there. Currently having, it looks like, about 11 drivers off the racetrack right now. As the 7 continues to try to go to the bottom side of the speedway here on the number 2. Can he slide up? Can he make the pass work? He does. Now Doyle Lowrance inside the top 5. He is being scored 4th. Michael Trewarthen back to 5th. But here comes Tim Williams. He's eating all the Canadian bacon at the table here tonight. 19 spots gained, trying to go for 20. Travis Minto, look at him in the F5 IPA, the driver out of Norman, Oklahoma. He's also picked up high double-digit spots here so far. It's 17 spots for Travis Minto. It's the flyboy out of Norman, Oklahoma. Nolan Williamson has also caught himself back up to this group of cars, but ever since the number 7 of Lowrance has been able to get around Tim Williams and Michael Trewarthen, he has just absolutely been starting to set sail. He is running comparable lap times right now to the race leader of Blade Timmons. Tim Williams is about 5/10 of a second slower last time by, so see if that 45 can draft his way back up to Doyle Lowrance, who's currently trying to run away from him. Everybody single file except there with Aiden Avecchione. He is to the outside right now, a little bit down off the pace, the driver of that 271. As he looks like he is having some issues. He's up against the outside wall, and Avecchione will get it off the wall and continue on. Evans started to open up a little bit of a gap here. He has opened up about a 4/10 of a second gap over Sharon, who is right now battling with Max Theriault. Theriault still there, despite him getting up into the outside wall. He is still right there trying to get around the car, number 78, to see if he can take that second spot. Pick one up, pass it around, knock another lap off the board. It's 73 officially completed here tonight. Out of the 100, here comes Theriault. He'll go to the bottom side. He'll get a little loose on entry. Sharon left the bottom side open. Theriault went to go to the bottom side and got a little loose. Couldn't complete the pass down there. Couldn't make it stick. When they come back around here, we will see the timing and scoring flash back. It will go now officially to just 25 laps to go here in the season opener. Everybody still running in their positions. Nobody swapping spots. Only driver that just picked one up, that was Philly Edwards, and he picked that spot up from Brian Bianchi, the driver out of Massachusetts, who right now sitting down on pit road. Race leader still looking to extend that race lead. Tim Williams back here still bringing this group of cars with 23 laps to go. He's picked up 20 spots, and here comes the number 2, Michael Trewarthen. He is battling back to the inside. He's bringing that BK Paints green machine, trying to get around his fellow BK Paints driver. And as they battle for position, Travis Minto says, hey guys, if you want to battle it out, do you mind if I can scoot around and then you could have your little boxing match? Dalton Williamson is right there. Mark Jenkins is right there. Brandon Feeney also, remember, he's on newer tires. Sideways for the 13 of Joshua Buckley. Granny Hips was dancing with his walker there, and boy, almost just got into the Jiffy Lube, number 31 of Dave Bragg. Bragg muscled it up, though, to the outside of car number 13 and kept his foot in it, and he just jigged on away from him. That's the number 6 there of Nick Piccolo. He is back out onto the speedway. He is being shown, I believe it is 2 laps down right now. That is correct, 2 laps down. Highest running rookie, though, is the 78 of Sharon. Sharon being scored in P number 2. But for how long? He's got Max Theriault still all over the back end. Good battle between these two for this spot. How long can they continue? There is one driver coming back out onto the raceway. That's car number 4 here tonight of Eric Stout. So Stout coming back out. Try and pick up as many spots as he can in the next 15 laps. There are spots to be gained by him Looks like he could work himself all the way to about the 21st spot if he can keep that car out there and doesn't fall too far behind the race leaders. Battle here still between these two. Trevarthen would like that 5th position back from the old-timer. Not able to do it. 13 laps to go. That time when they crossed the line. Dalton Williamson right there. So right now you got 3 of those BK paint drivers running in the 6th. Or sorry, that's the 5th, 6th, and 7th position currently. One of them's the champion. And I'm just reading what they put in. One's the champion, one's the nobody, and one's old. I'll let you guys figure that one out. Must be an inside joke within the BK Paints organization. Travis Minto trying to use up all the track. A little sideways that time off turn 4. He hung on to it. He'll now take the F5 IPA entry to the bottom side of the speedway. And yeah, that concrete very, very slippery down low here tonight. Everybody pretty much migrating straight to the top side. There's the number 4 of Stout. He'll get off the track. Brandon Feeney really trying to get around his counterpart. Eight laps to go, looking for the battles. Where are the battles on the speedway? There it is. Here comes the number 1. He'll go to the bottom side. Dalton Williamson trying to see what is down there. He does put his spot in danger because Travis Minto goes to the top side. He'll be able to try and keep that number 19 wound up here. Now here comes the number 2. Trevarthen will go to the bottom on the 45. It's time to go racing. They will come back around the Stout machine. Nothing changed in the top 3. Nothing changed in the top 4. Lowrance kind of just riding out there in no man's land. Now Travis Minto going to try to go to the bottom. Not going to be able to slide up this time by. Everybody going to see the flagman waving. It's just 5 more times around in the season opener here tonight at Bristol. Blade Timmons trying to start his season off the way by leading here at the end, but he'll have some lap down car to go by. That's the 271 of Aiden Alvecchione. Alvecchione going to hold the outside lane. Everybody going to have to go down to the bottom side. Alvecchione being scored back there into the 17th position. Last year, he was the youngest driver on the modified tour. This season, he says we can no longer call him a teenager or the youngest driver. I'm still going to call him the youngest driver, that is for sure. And now, Blade Timmons looking to pick up the 1 lap to go. Presented by Culpepper's Bakery and Cafe. Final trip around the speedway for Blade Timmons. Looking like he will be able to park this car in victory lane tonight through 3 out of turn 4 for the final time. There it is. Checkered flag in the air. Blade Timmons. Alfred Sharon able to hold that 2nd position. Max Terrell Doyle, Lowrance in 4th. Tim Williams in 5th. 6th will go to Michael Trevarthen. Travis Minto in 7th. Dalton Williamson in 8th. Brandon Feeney in 9th. And Mark Jenkins into the 10th position. There's your race winner, the driver out of Florence, South Carolina, going to victory lane in the season opener here tonight for the Holy Shirts and Pants 100. We're going to catch up with him here in a little while as he'll burn down the BK Paints Rev Esports entry. So he starts things off here this season with showing everybody that late model drivers down south can still wheel and deal here on the concrete at Bristol. We'll be right back here with your post-race show after this.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back here, race fans, to the Bristol Motors Speedway. You see the lights are on down there. You know, we just turned 100 laps in the season opener for the Holy Shirts and Pants 100 for the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Modified Series here for Red Light Racing, making their return back to Thursday night. Let's head down trackside and talk to the driver who's able to park it in victory lane here tonight. Let's talk to the driver of the number 23, Blade. Blade, a very fast car here tonight. We're able to pick up 8 spots, and well, you had to battle for that race lead to park this car here in victory lane.
Yeah, man, I didn't get quite the qualifying effort. Want to at least qualify in the top 5. But we got stuck in ninth there and chose to ride it out and try to save a little bit of tire, even though the pace is so fast there. It's not really much riding to save tire, but yeah, end up, making my way, I want to say 5th after Mike and Skelton and Dalton got into it, and on that next restart, passed, got into 3rd, and maybe then another caution came out, and then I started 3rd there, and I knew I was going to get 2nd because the high side wasn't working on restarts, and luckily, I hate it for him, but luckily Max hit the apron there and got a little loose and pushed him to the wall and took the lead right there, but he was definitely the faster car tonight, and it had been hard to contend with him, but we made it work.
You made it work here tonight. You talked about the outside not working on the restarts exactly, but it seemed like everybody just migrated themselves. The longer we went green flag racing, the higher you all got.
Yeah, I did find a little bit. I didn't do it much because I didn't want to kill too much time up there because I wasn't 100% positive on it, but I did notice if you went in middle, arc back down, you get the faster run off the corner, but I didn't want to take any chances once I got the lead to lose time. The guy behind me was kind of closing in there for a while until Max and them started racing and gave me a little bit bigger of a comfortable gap. So I was thankful for that. But yeah, I wasn't comfortable enough to try it. Didn't try it none in practice, so I left it alone.
Well, you left it alone here tonight, and it all worked out here battling this concrete jungle here at Bristol. Who do you got to thank as we roll the red carpet out for you for the first time this season? And the microphone is yours.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank my old lady for letting me sit in this sim rig every night. And I'd like to thank BK Paints. He hooks us up with great paint. So if any of y'all need any paints, man, just give him a holler on Facebook. McConey Setup Shops, Platinum RVs, Checkered Flag Auto Supply. They all make all this possible, man. And also like to thank my teammates. They week in and week out, everybody helps each other, gives each other information, and makes each other faster week in and week out. So, man. And also, I'd like to thank you for being out there in the booth every Monday and every Thursday to make this thing worthy enough to go back and watch, man. So we appreciate that.
There you hear it from the race winner here tonight, Blade Timmons, taking car number 23 and parking it atop of the pylon here tonight. Blade Timmons winning the Holy Shirts and Pants 100 here from the Bristol Motor Speedway. Congratulations to him for starting off the season on the top spot. Second here tonight, doesn't look like we have established communication with the driver behind the wheel of car number 78 here, but Alfred Sharon Jr. out of the Sharon Racing Stables entry. He is a rookie this season here with the modified competition, and he has made his name known, that is for sure. Battling inside the top 3 all night long. Jr. will come home P number 2. Sitting back into the 3rd spot, well, Max, it may be something that you don't like to hear is a 3rd after having such a fast car out there tonight. What happened here to get you off the bottom side of the speedway up into the wall?
Yeah, with cold tires on the restart, well, not as warm as running hot laps, but just clip the apron and sent me up the racetrack, and that's all I could do afterwards to follow the leaders. And yeah, it's very tough to pass here. Tried a couple of times against Alfie, but that didn't work. But that's the way it went.
This track's so hard to pass, you said. So tell us how hard it is down on the bottom. Was there just absolutely no grip down there? We've seen quite a few drivers go down, but with no success.
It's tough to stay on the bottom going into the corners, not to drift up, and side by side. If the guy's keeping his middle lane, he's keeping his line, it's tough to be fast on entry, and usually he gets a good run on the exit with the progressive banking, making it faster on the outside. So it's fun that we finally get to race Bristol on the bottom, which we've never done with the top 3 national cars. But it didn't make up for more passing than we had before the repave.
Well, tonight, though, you were able to muster it back and hold that 3rd spot, so at least you take some good points out of Bristol here as we get ready to head off to the next one. Good start to the season for you, Max, and I know a lot of people back home watching here tonight.
Yep, as usual, my girlfriend, my friend Max, and my dad. A shout out to Checkered Flag Auto Supply for coming back on board this season as the series sponsor, and to Josh and Rob for running this Thursday night league.
There you hear from Max Terrell. He will pick up a podium spot here in the season opener here at the Bristol Motor Speedway, and that's your top 3 finishers here in the Holy Shirts and Pants 100. And it was a good race, to say the least. I mean, this was a great race in my eyes here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Everybody came in with unknowns and how things were going to happen here tonight, and they proved that they can do it here at this concrete monster. It's a jungle. I mean, it's Bristol, baby. What did you expect? Well, we saw the big one. Question being, will we see the big one next week? We head to the New Smyrna Speedway on December the 9th, where the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Modified Series will come back to racing action, bringing these Tour Modifieds. Another 100 laps at the New Smyrna Speedway just next Thursday night. You can catch all the racing action all season right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. But for everybody at the Holy Shirts and Pants Company, everybody with the Checkered Flag Auto Supply, everybody with Red Light Racing, my name is Roger Muth with the Turn 3 Racing Network. We hope you enjoyed tonight's race here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. We hope everybody stays safe, and we hope to see you at the races.